What's going on, guys? It's Ghost here, and today we're going to be playing some Killing Floor 3. So I wanted to play some Battlefield 6 beta today for the video, because I've actually been having a fucking blast with it. It's not cooperating with me today, and that's really unfortunate. I don't understand, like, I guess it's probably because of how much bandwidth it takes to, like, I guess, kind of run it or whatever. While also streaming my console to my computer to record like how I'm doing now. But I don't know, man, it really was whipping the hell out of my connection, and it was like I was running in slow motion while everyone was running normal speed. It was an absolute pain. It was like the worst feeling I think I've ever experienced for a multiplayer game. But yeah, sorry about not popping up last week. I ended up having a lot of things come up at once, and then on top of that I completely lost track of time, and I was like, oh yeah, like I'll just record like on Friday, and then shit happened on Friday, and then I'll just record this day, and then by that point I was like, you know what, I'm just gonna wait till the next week deadline, because it's absurd how much like time passes just in a blink of an eye. I will say I'm glad that I finished dealing with the school crap I was dealing with, because I had already finished prerequisites to get a bunch of certificates I had. But they actually ended up finding out that after 9 months of them kind of, actually I'd say almost 10 months of screwing with me, wasting my time, just completely making a big problem out of just me wanting to, what's the word? Completely making a problem out of just me trying to get my damn certificates in, because you know you gotta file for graduation petitions and shit like that. They completely screwed me over, and they told me that all of them would apply if I did it a certain way, and what ended up happening was only one of them applied for, and it was just the complete wrong one. So by getting screwed, eventually they finally got someone to call me, and maybe about 10-20 minutes on the phone we finally got everything sorted, and as like a apology, they found like 2 more that I had already completed classes for due to like overlapping classes from the other certificates I've been doing. So it ended up working out in the long run, but it also was just an absolute fucking pain, because just like I don't understand why I had to like fight them for so long just to get them to actually give me help that I deserved. And even the dude on the phone knew what the fuck the deal was. He was like, yeah, that's our bad. Like, I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't know what to tell you because they completely screwed you over. And I was like, yeah, that's what I've been telling them. And like, they just didn't listen. My family was like, hey, so when are those happening? And they're like, you must have messed something up. Or they were just really skeptical, which, like, I was trying to tell them, look, I don't know what else to tell you. And they were straight up gonna actually assist me in going to the college and figuring it out. But that doesn't need to be done anymore, and that not only saved them a bunch of time, but saved me a lot of stress in the long run. But man, almost a year of fighting that, I was like so done with it. I'm just glad that shit's fucking over, man. I don't know, I'm just grateful I don't have to deal with that for a little, at least a good while. And also, going like regarding the BF6 beta, I am so fucking happy that, oh, I didn't mean to drop that, god damn it. I'm so fucking happy that it turned out good. Like, this is the second weekend I already started today. I'm just grateful that it's so far so good, but I'm still very skeptical of EA. I'm giving them that like Dokes from Dexter look, where he's just looking at him really skeptical. It's pretty much just like, okay, what are they gonna mess up? Because I don't remember the last time we had a good multiplayer EA product that didn't either start off horrendous or just wasn't like boring or mid outright. It was just like, I'm just so hoping that they actually like stick to their guns this time and actually do a good job instead of whatever the hell they thought they were doing with 2042. And it was sucks because I was initially excited because I know 2142 was a thing way back when, and I was looking forward to like what would probably be like a semi prequel to that, but they didn't really do anything with the setting, and it just kind of turned into like I don't know, it felt like a not Battlefield, like an alternate franchise of some sort, and that's really unfortunate that it turned out that way. But hey, you know, we're over that. We don't gotta deal with that. And at least for now, I'm hoping that they don't end up screwing this up or throwing it away, because knowing all these modern companies and like the way Activision and like EA treat their fucking IPs, I would not be surprised if all of a sudden like they completely toss the bag and we get like this mid product of dog shit quality. And it's absolutely a possibility that could happen, which is the saddest part, because, you know, if we had more faith in them, they would probably make better products. Wait, no, that's backwards as hell. If they made better products, we'd have more faith in them. But they've, you know, clearly they're more monetized than ever, and people notice that, and it's depressing. So let's just hope that they don't screw this up. I am very much hoping that we get spared of any future BS that they have in store for us. Like, let us just have this win, please. I do not want an immediate 180 on that. What I will say though, I will add on, is that BO7 just, I don't know, man. I predicted if they were ending up changing Modern Warfare 23 to the full-fledged game instead of just making it the initial promised like expansion they were trying to do, then we would have the same if Sledgehammer would be 2025's game's developer. And I was absolutely right, and it's unfortunate because that just means that they're going to be relegated to DLC games, if you want to call it that, more like expansion games. And we're not going to get like a proper Sledgehammer game for who knows how long at this point. And I know a lot of people aren't the biggest fan of Sledgehammer games. They always have some slight flaw with them, typically with the monetization. But I think Modern Warfare 23, although started horribly, was so much better by the end of it. And honestly, I'm glad the content that we got with it was what it was. Like, I'm genuinely glad. So in the end, we got a much better product, and we didn't have to worry as much after the fact. BO6 was the complete opposite, and seeing that kind of depresses me because I really did like BO6 at launch. Had some weird problems, but I got to Master Prestige within a couple months of the game dropping. I feel like that's testament enough to how much fun I was having. And then once a couple seasons passed and just kind of seeing the way they started adding just a bunch of nonsense to the game, like the Beavis and Butthead collab and American Dad and all this other crap that just didn't need to be in the game, without even adding much of a proper fun like mode or anything with it. Like, there was some stuff, but it just felt kind of half-assed compared to the shit we were getting the literal year prior. So it's definitely depressing to see the de-evolution of the content we were getting. But I mean, hey, you know, that's what you get for pushing out yearly games. I think this is going to be another situation where Battlefield 1 and Infinite Warfare had, where Battlefield 1 absolutely smokes them in sales charts, and the COD game of that year, which was Infinite Warfare, ends up falling to the wayside. And, you know, that's crazy because Infinite Warfare was still a solid enough product at base. The multiplayer was derivative of the previous year, but hey, it was still a really solid campaign, a super fun zombies mode, at least the base map. I don't really care for the DLCs. And overall, it wasn't a horrible spending of money. It was just annoying that it was futuristic over and over and over again, which I'll agree was incredibly annoying. I would have been fine if it was like 1 year future, 1 year not, or 1 year future, 2 years not. But, you know, we got what we got, and honestly, like, you know, I'm thinking history's gonna repeat itself, because I'm thinking that this is intentional now, because it feels like they have one big return to COD every couple of years now. Like, first it was the drought from like people, the declining quality of what was given from, I think, 2013 with Ghosts all the way up until, I want to say, Black Ops 4. I had my fun with all those games, and I actually liked Ghosts. The maps were terrible, but I did like them. I did like the game, not the maps. But overall, I will say, what frustrated me the most is that it seems like this is intentional. This seems like they make a few games that are just kind of whatever. They don't really put their best foot forward intentionally, and then later on they have a super big comeback, and that seems to probably, in their data, exponentially boost their numbers and their sales and their monetization sales and everything, as opposed to just making consistently good games. And knowing EA and Activision, that's probably what they're doing. It seems a little, you know, conspiracy theory, a little out there, but I definitely see it's a possibility. I wouldn't put it past people for thinking that. Also, this morning, man, was probably one of the most chaotic mornings I've had in a while, because we had like a messed up, faulty smoke alarm keep going off, and this isn't the first time it's happened. This is probably, I want to say maybe the second or third time that I've had to deal with this. It would keep going off, and I had the fire department come, because, you know, at first, the first incident said it was like a gas leak or something. You can't really tell with that, so it was best to be safe, rather more safe than sorry. This time around, and I think the other time as well, it was like random. It was like evacuate, and that was it. And then the next one was, oh, it's smoke, and it wouldn't make up its mind on what it was. It first said evacuate, it didn't say anything. Normally it's supposed to say what it is, like it's supposed to tell you, oh, smoke or gas leak detected or something like that, but it didn't. It just kept saying random things at once, and I didn't see any smoke. But keep in mind, I hadn't slept properly in a few days because I was just taking care of some business. I not really a job, but, you know, doing stuff on the side, and I had to get up early for that. So I never sleep good when I gotta get up early. That's just never gonna happen. And then I have to finally get a good night's rest because it's my day off from doing anything. And then the freaking smoke alarm's tweaking out again because thinks something's wrong. So I'm grabbing my dog, making sure she doesn't piss herself or freak out too much. I'm trying to make sure that all our proper documents are safe, like, you know, my fucking ID and shit, and just leave the house and like stand in front. I call the fire department. The dude operating for the fire department after getting transferred from my 911 call is a total piece of shit. He's just totally telling me like, oh, because I'm panicking, and he's like, okay, what's your cross street? And we live in a kind of weird area, and it's like one really long like street. I think there's another one, but I can't really tell. It's really awkward area. So I'm like, I don't know if we have one, because keep in mind, I'm half asleep still, and I'm doing all this. And he's like, under his breath, he thinks I can't hear him, but somebody didn't move his headphone mic or whatever it was, his headset mic. And he's like, okay, yeah, you're dumb. And I was like, what the fuck, man? So he's like, okay, yeah, you're dumb. And then he's like, what's the nearest street? And I was like, I believe it's, and I tell him the street name. And he's like, is it that? And he like repeats it to me all loudly. I'm like, yes, I just said that. And he also screwed up the address that I gave him. I gave him like multiple numbers and then the address, and he gave me like 2 numbers and like a street I'd never even heard of. I was like, I don't know what, like, he clearly was either on something or just, I don't know, maybe he was just having a bad day. Maybe Mr. didn't get his fucking daily pussy this day, because I don't know what the hell else you expect when you're working first responding shit. Like, I don't think that gives you the right to be an asshole. I don't know, I've noticed that the first responders in this area are total pricks. Like, when I was having a heart attack a few years back, they were just automatically assuming I was on meth while I was struggling, and like my heart was, you know, felt like it was about to fucking explode. I feel like there just needs to be reform or something. I don't know, these guys are total dicks. And it sucks too, because it's like, y'all are the ones that are supposed to be on the front line. Y'all are over here thinking, oh great, this dude's on meth, while I'm out front of work just trying to fucking not die. Like, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know. That's my rant for the day, I guess. Just the retardation of like first responders that I've dealt with. That doesn't mean they're all bad, and I would like to clarify that generalizations don't often help people, and I do my best not to like promote or even say that kind of shit. But the first responders I've had to deal with are total fucking like assholes. Where I currently live, I have not had a good experience with them. It's either they let people get away with shit, the response time is abysmal, or they're just terrible. Like, they're just horrible to me. And that's just what I've had to deal with, and it's really unfortunate, but that's my current experience. And to top it all off, to really rub salt in that wound, they never even showed up. After the dude said he would dispatch, I never got someone to my house. So if my house exploded in flames, it would have been on his ass. So I guess it's a, I don't know, blessing, good luck, that we didn't have something serious go on, and that the thing was horribly broken and faulty. I guess we just got incredibly lucky, and so did he, and he gets to keep his job another day and be a little sack of shit. Alright, I'm gonna stop bitching now. I think that's enough bitching for the video. School's starting soon for a lot of people. That's something I randomly thought of in my head, and yeah, it shows. Traffic's been kicking my ass, man. Even if I'm not going that much further, I forget it like doubles the amount of time that things take because of how many people here. Like, you know, education, go to school, shit like that. I always forget that that's like a really big stutter in traffic, and it screws up like a lot of the scheduling I have. I'm like, oh, it should only take 20 minutes, and it takes like 45, like more than double. And it's a little frustrating, but I mean, I'll get over it. It's traffic, like it's not really avoidable unless you go like 3 hours earlier, or at that point, why bother? But yeah, it's kind of tough like scheduling for things sometimes, especially when sorry, I got locked in for a second. It's kind of hard scheduling shit at points, because then I either end up being there like an hour early, or I'm like 2 minutes late, and it never, and I'm already like that a little bit as is, particularly early, because I don't like to be late, but it's definitely not something that is easy to time out, or plan out, not time out, plan out, especially when the time doesn't really allow for it, and it has skewed so heavily again within the past couple of, I guess, weeks. But to those of you all still in school, or, you know, going about that stuff, I wish you the best of luck, and I really hope that, you know, you guys have a good school year, or, you know, don't get any bastard teachers or professors. God damn it, I do not like fighting the chimera. I never know how to pronounce that word. And when I'm taught, I always forget again afterwards. It's not something you use particularly common, and I don't even know what the word particularly means. I gotta do some Googling later. Also, on that note, I've heard a little bit more people say, oh, just ask ChatGPT or ChatGPT that, and it felt weird hearing that. It just doesn't feel right to me. Like, what do you mean ChatGPT it? You can't just, like, Google it? And I know Google's AI sucks too, but just turn it off or ignore it? Like, go digging. And I know Google's not even, like, the best thing. I just say look it up or, like, Google it. But even Google's not that good anymore. Like, their AI sucks, and they got a lot of promo stuff where they shove all the paid promo stuff onto the top of the search bar. So it's not even like there's any proper search integrity. You could totally be for some garbage ass site if they pay, like, I don't know, 100 a showing. I don't fucking know. I don't know how their ad services work, and you know, I don't have enough subscribers or watch time to even be close to thinking about monetization, as much as I'd love to do that for this channel. This channel's been my baby for like 10 years. No, I want to say 11 now. Yeah, it's over 11 years now that I've had this channel, or about, at least. I made videos before, but I never posted them, and then I started the moment I made this YouTube channel official in, like, I want to say July or August of 2014, and then I started posting stuff, but I deleted a lot of the original videos because it was just me playing mobile games, and I was like, well, that's the only thing I can afford to record, so I guess I'll just roll with that. But a lot of the gameplays I just didn't like. Even back then, I was like, this sucks. Like, half of them didn't even have proper audio for whatever reason. I think it's because I was connected to my Bluetooth headphones or something. But I don't know, I never figured out how to get the audio working properly, and that ended up coming at a really big detriment. So I ended up deleting a lot of those, and whatever after like 2015, I think, I just kept private. I still have them, I'm assuming, at least most of them. I think I might have deleted one or two, but most of them are still like just hidden away. Maybe one of these days when I get big enough and we'll get a bunch of subscribers, I'll react. I'll blur out my face, obviously, because I do not want people to feel like for me seeing my shit, my ugly mug. It'd be really funny if people start finding my channel, they think I'm like attractive or something. They go stalking me, they somehow find my find all my socials, and that does, even the socials I do have don't have my face on it. But if by some weirdo miracle the stalkers find my shit, they'll be very disappointed, I'll say that much. I don't even look average, dog. Like, on a good day I'll look average. That's not really saying a whole lot though. Oh dude, I'm dead as fuck. There's no way I'm fighting this correctly. I got like 20 health. Oh, that was too close for comfort. Yeah, there I go. Fuck you. I don't know, I'm probably just not understanding. I'm probably supposed to shoot its hands or something. I don't know. I really suck at this boss. It's one of the bosses I consistently struggle with on my own, and it's a bitch to fight with people too. I do like the Impaler though. The design and the fight's very fun for me. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a video. There was a lot of yapping. I felt solid enough at least to put into a video, and I think I'm gonna just roll with that for now. So thank you all for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Make sure to like, subscribe, and enjoy the rest of my videos and the rest of your day. And I'll see you all in the next one. Peace out.